Hey guys, I'm Xenix and welcome to another playthrough. This time we are playing Third Age Total War with Divide and Conquer. As you can see, there's a lot more factions than the basic Total War would have. And we're going to be playing as the Elves of Imlandris. And yeah, I'm going to jump straight into it. I've had to turn the music off and we'll skip past that. Because, yeah, I've had to turn the music off and I had to skip that due to the fact of copyright. Lord of the Rings, or the company that makes Lord of the Rings, have all of the music and everything used in this game copyrighted. So, therefore, I cannot display it. But, nonetheless, we're going to get on. We've still got the battle sounds, such as, like, fighting, talking, stuff like that, where things pop up. We just don't have the music. Which is a little bit of a shame, I know, but I am sure I'll find some other music to stick in there eventually as well. So we start off with Imlandris, which is here, and I'm playing on hard battle difficulty and medium map difficulty. And we're also playing the long game, which means we need to conquer all of the orcs that are up here on the map. Then we need to conquer all of Shadow of Mordor. We need to the remnants of Angar, which are up here. We need to kill them as well, and we'll have to push down through either the dwarves, Rohan. We need to take out Isengard down there. Then we either need to go through Rohan and Gondor, or go through all the dwarves of all the different states and the Wildmen to get to the Shadow of Mordor itself. So that is the plan. I'm going to start off basically just regrouping my units, and I'm going to run these guys, well, this leader down the coast so I can start building some watchtowers. So therefore I have vision in all of my lands, because you've seen like all of this. I don't know where any of the enemy settlements are. None of them actually show up on your map until you've found them. So we're going to go out and have to search for them, and I'm just going to take a quick sip of my drink here, sorry. I've done so much recording today and my throat is beginning to get dry. So yep, we're going to get you back in there as well, and we're just going to send our leaders, or our generals as such, family members they are in this game. We're going to send them around and build watchtowers pretty much everywhere we can. We only have this little land at the moment. I'm going to first go up here and see if I can take Goblin Town. I believe Goblin Town is about here, and that's just a close settlement, and it's quite nicely tucked away, so we know what's going towards it, and it's also the first step at taking out the orcs. Follow me. As we're playing as the elves, I'll quickly just get through a couple of rounds. I'm not sure if this is copyrighted or not, so I'll carry on talking over it just to make sure. I did turn the music off, but obviously that's just the sound that plays. Yeah, playing as the elves, we are excellent archers. You probably saw from the screen on the intro that we are excellent archers, and we can see orcs at the Misty Mountains. They're going into some sort of mystical land, so obviously that's Goblin Town. And Moria's been reclaimed, Ithrian being reclaimed as well, and we can see the map change because it's now summer or spring. But yeah, as I was saying, we have excellent archers. Our units have excellent morale, and they're all pretty tough units, all of them.
They will not see us in the forest.
However,
like the wind.
Stay alert. We will need that.
We have very few. There's a mountain orc fortress down here as well. I didn't actually know that one existed. I know the dwarves are here. I didn't know this one existed. But now we do, and now we can go conquer it.
Elves.
That's why I stick down watchtowers, so we can see if anyone's coming towards our lands from any direction. We'll send him back
We
there,
must give up the road.
and we'll send you back there so we can regroup all of our units, and therefore get them back. And this little thing here, oh, it is actually working this time. Last time I played, this was a minus number at all times, even though it was going up. It was really weird. Right, now I'll eventually get into it. I'm just going to stop for a second. And yeah, the elves, they have excellent archers. Their units are very strong. Like if we go on here, we got 11 and 14, and these are the basic sword quendi. Unlike the orcs, which are like 3s and 4s. No, these are 11 and 14. But, however, they recruit extremely slow. We're going to get a diplomat and a spy straight away. We're going to try and make friends with the orcs, for, not the orcs, the dwarves for now. Just because that will solidify the south for us while we push north. But you can see these ones take 2 turns. And the unit pool is at the maximum, so you have to sort of recruit them as soon as you see them. We're going to get the archers first, because they're my favourite unit. I do love my archers. But yeah, these are bow quendi, and they take 3 turns to recruit, and both the swordsmen take 2 turns to recruit. However, if we have a look up here, turns to next available unit is 17. It takes 17 turns, plus how many turns it takes to train. So for the archers, it takes 20 turns to get a single unit. So, although our units are quite strong, we do not have many of them, and we only have 96 in a group. I actually turned all of these up, because they was originally lower than that. So I turned them all up so we have more units in a pool, but that also increases the size for all of the enemy units. Like, I remember playing as Shadow of Mordor, and I've played a lot of Third Age Total War, actually. But Shadow of Mordor, one of their groups would have like 130 to 140 units, so we have less units per group anyway. And we're just going to skip through, and we're going to slowly build up our money and build up our troops. With the troops that we've got, I'm just going to have to be very careful not to lose them, because I can heal them. I can heal the unit groups, and the unit pools will slowly go back up. But if I actually lose the unit, then it'll take me 20 odd turns to get that unit back. So that will end up being an issue. Now, we've got a bride presented, so I'll take that straight away. We need to send... what is this? There are followers our great gates. We just need to send an emissary to the Vale of Anduin. And I don't know where the Vale of Anduin is. So, that would be a problem. War declared, marriage continued. Yeah. Right, the marriage will just allow us to get more little babies for our family tree. We'll always leave someone home. Like this dude, he'll just tank the entire thing. So we'll just take all of these guys out, and we will take you guys and put you in there as well. So this is our attacking army that we're going to push north with, and you can see that our settlement is still happy without them units in there. That is one very good thing about the elves, and I actually forgot to start building stuff. Like you see, the whole of culture, they give 60% to law, and even with one unit, the public order is over 300%. So there's very, very little chance of any uprisings, which is really good for me. And we're just going to get that just to solidify it, and then we will push for money, which will start off with the mines, which give us an extra 225, although we're spending 4,000 to get it. Then Dunedains for more troops, because we will run out too quickly, and I'll leave it as that for now. It's 2 turns till we get all of our new units, and that will basically replenish this army that we're going to use to push north. It will replenish the units that I'm going to be missing. I believe one of these guys is actually a horse archer. I don't actually know the term used for them. I probably do, but you know, I'm not working it out right now, and I was just starting my timer there. Sorry about that. I completely forgot again. These episodes, I'll probably make them longer, to be honest. They'll probably be 40 minute videos, something like that. But we got nothing else to do, so we'll just end the turn again. Luckily, the end turns aren't too bad at the start of the game. they eventually do end up taking quite a while, because once you own a lot of land, you can see a lot more of the enemy's troops, so you end up having to watch every single one of their movements like this. I know I can press space and it speeds them all up, but it still takes time to cycle through each unit and move them accordingly. So we're just going to slowly move them up there. There's nothing else for us to do, so we'll just end turn again. Oh yeah, we had our spy and stuff, didn't we? We should have pushed them in first. I forgot about them. Because unlike in Rome 2, they appear inside the cities in this little agents tab at the bottom middle. We've got another bride, fantastic. They appear in here instead of just being situated outside of the city. So you have that slight little problem.
Tomorrow's
now I'm going to
journey
move them
planned
down,
out.
and then we're going to find our scout. That's not going to be good enough for us to see what's going on.
Scout the area.
And that's a lot of orcs in there. So I'm going to wait to try and push
Follow
the
me.
scout in to see if we can actually do anything with that. I may have to push back and recruit a mercenary. The mercenaries in this game for the elves look awesome. They're like massively gold armored priests, and they're like, wow. They just kick ass. They're really, really strong as well, and they can form phalanxes, and it's just fantastic to look at. But as I said, the orcs and other factions like the orcs, they've actually gone to attack us with half of their units. That's very stupid of them. Because in open battle, I'm even more likely to win.
I'm gonna stick you.
So you can see like 190 people in a group, 171 in a group, compared to us where we only have 90 odd. And our spy actually died because of that. Great, right, well, we're going to have to fight this nonetheless, because that's literally all we have. And we can see we only have 643 men, and they have 1,300 nearly. But we're going to fight this ourselves, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to hold out long enough to be able to kill them. We do have 2 generals, which means we have 2 cavalry units, which will be very effective at taking out the enemy archers, and I believe one of them is a horse archer, which should allow us to take some good shots off into the backs of the enemies when I move them round. We'll wait a little while. It's not getting any better, so I won't bother trying again. We will stick the archers that I have, and it seems both of them are actually horse archers, which is fantastic. Then we'll put the sword pendai behind them. The controls are so much different. I actually have to use the arrow keys when playing this, unlike Rome 2 where you can use WASD. I know I can rebind the keys, but that's effort. And another good thing about what the hell? You're up here. Okay. Yes, you do that. And I'm actually getting a little bit of lag while I'm recording. That's odd. Even though I'm getting 60 FPS, the game is stuttering a little bit. Anyway, as I was saying, the archers for the elves actually have incredible range compared to most other archers. So just ploughing into these groups that we have here, like they were 190 group before, I think I remember it seeing. And you can see they're just being tormented completely, especially because we're hitting them in the side. Now, however, that is going to form an issue for us because they are trying to outflank us, which therefore means we need to move our units round. And having the archers behind is nowhere near as effective as having them in front. So we'll grab everyone, we'll tell everyone to sprint, because the elves do move faster than other units as well. Some people might say I'm being a bit cowardish of using the elves, but honestly, I just really like archers, and I like the elves in general. It's not because they're an easy faction to play. We'll stick the archers in front again, we'll sprint you all. We just got to keep turning our line because the enemy is coming up on this hill and then swinging their movements around. I don't actually know what they're doing. I think they're just trying to get the upper hand and go up here, up into the mountain, to sort of force me up there. But my archers should have a pretty fun time at just taking them out. I will move them forwards again. They didn't really go exactly where I wanted them to. Now we can hit these units. We can't hit any of the others, unfortunately. Not as of yet, and I don't know whether they've left there. Ah, that's why. It's because some of their units have spawned up on this hill. So they're trying to swing all of their units around to try and get them all in the same place so then they can attack us. Which is not good for the enemy. And I'm getting really bad stutter today. That's really bad. I have been gaming on my computer for the past 7 hours recording, so I guess that's probably why. We'll just move all of our units over here, because they're all going to be coming down from here eventually, or we can push up here. They do have the height advantage with their archers, and the screen is really stuttering. Really stuttering. When I zoomed in like this, it's perfectly fine, so I'll just stick like this. But yeah, the archers are just in front, which is fine. Yeah, we can see them all coming back down now. The AI was a little bit silly in their movement. They should have just charged straight on me instead of trying to regroup all of their units around the side. But who am I to complain? It's allowing me to kill a lot more of them. Hitting into the sides or the back of the enemies is a lot more effective for my archers. So I'm a happy little camper right now. We are more defensive than offensive with the elves, so it's actually more effective for us to actually wait for them to come in and hit us. So that is exactly what we shall do. Wow, these black orcs of Misty Mountains. Of the mountains, not Misty Mountains. What am I talking about? Amount of blood just splurting everywhere. We probably should be going for these black orcs, because they will deal the most damage to my sword infantry. So we'll actually change who we're trying to get, and we'll get them in the pack. So there's 89 of them in the pack now. Even if we can bring that down to, say, half the amount, then it'll be absolutely fantastic. Because they're the strongest unit the enemy has, I think. And, yeah, they're the strongest unit I have, I think. So, or they have, should I say. So they're the most threat to me. And they're just running along the mountains. These goblin infantries will just go down in seconds when versing my swordsmen. These ones, there's a lot more of them. Do they still up on the hill? It only lags when I go up on the hill. But there's their general, I believe. So they're sort of smart enough to bring their general out of the way. But unfortunately they're not smart enough, or fortunately for us, the AI is bugging out on this map. Instead of they should have just spawned here and charged straight head on to us, they're allowing us that extra time for our archers to do work, and I guess that is one reason I like facing the orcs with the elves. I guess that goes to show that orcs aren't the smartest of creatures. Orcs were elves. Like, if you've ever read into the lore of, like, fantasy characters, especially Lord of the Rings and stuff like that, the orcs were actually elves that were sort of divided in the ancient age, where you'd have the dark elves that would live underground, and then you'd have the light elves, which we know as, like, these elves, that would live above ground. And, like, orcs and stuff, they were experiments that were gone wrong on other elves. So elves performing experiments that had gone wrong sort of created the orcs and Urukai. So they're the same, really. They must have just lost a lot of their brain power and good looks from living underground so long. Which is understandable. You would end up looking like them if you lived underground for hundreds of years and generations. Ouch.
They're attacking us.
Yeah, and you're doing nothing about it. You're doing absolutely... I've not lost anyone, and you've lost, what, like 40% of your army? They do need to add this into the later Lord of not Lord of the Rings, the Total War games. They just need this bar. It's like a little bar in the bottom right hand corner or something. It's just very nice. Eventually I will be out of arrows though, and I will have to go and attack them. But these snagger archers, they're going to be a pain. So I suppose I should probably spend my last few arrows trying to take out them. They are the biggest group of enemies, so they should be the easiest for me to hit, although I think I'm out of ammo. Yep, I believe I am. Right, so let's move the archers back, because they're not melee fighters at all. Let's form our line up here, and we'll put the cavalry to the side of that, ready to swoop round and take out the enemy archers. I know I can group them together, but for some reason, like, I don't like this, where it locks them in that formation. Unless it's like Alt G, or Control G, Shift G. Nope. I know you can put them in formations, but I want them to be in, being able to resize them however I want instead, so I just select them this way. And I accidentally clicked on them, didn't I? Well, I'm going to send my cavalry in to take out these guys. And I'm getting 60 FPS, but it's stuttering like hell. These archers will actually damage my cavalry a lot. But these archers, they've sort of separated themselves off, so I could probably get these in like a single charge and then move away with my cavalry again. The camera movement is very statty as well. Oh yeah. Was that their general? Wow. Their general was in a archer unit.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Yeah, I sort of gathered that when we sort of slaughtered half of their men before they even got touched us. I was hoping to get forward on charge isn't going to be that effective. We'll get you guys back up on this hill. We'll get you sprinting over there. And we will then move in some of our infantry to sort of finish them off. We'll just run in there and charge because we will smash them. So I don't mind losing a few units to have a bit of fun. The cavalry will probably want to swoop round. Yep, so we managed to get a side-on attack in the goblins. You guys can take out the sniper archers. You guys can chase them off.
Like this, we will smash
and you guys can charge in behind the archers to hopefully smash into the black orcs before they do too much damage to us. This goblin infantry should be down pretty quick. One group of these cav already over here.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Might as well follow on chasing them. Yeah, we formed relatively good line along here, apart from this group, which... Ah, there's a lot more black orcs up there. Let's finish off this group first. Get them running after the skirmishers. Now we are losing men, but not half as many as the enemy are losing. Now they are all routing the enemy. That's because I killed their general. It's very effective at taking down enemy morale. But a good charge on the side of these archers will probably finish them off. They're already wavering and now they're broken. So we'll just let the cavalry chase them all down because we don't want them coming back for when we take the city. But you guys can sprint. Okay. You guys follow them. You guys follow the black orcs. Managed to just completely take down them. Running the cavalry up here won't actually be... maybe if we can get them up here and then charge them in, then it might be effective, but trying to charge uphill into an enemy isn't very good when you've got cavalry. Come on. Alright, both of you just run up this hill. I don't care about the few guys that are running away. I love this button, it just tells you where everything is, because they are very hard to see. They do blend in sometimes, and it's nice to just work it out where all your battle lines are. What the hell? Oh, I could just rotate the screen. But yeah, I think it's just the camera's being stuttery because it's over this hill, which is very stuttery. I don't know. It's not that the game is lagging at all. The game's running fine. It's just the camera is stutty. You damn slutty camera. Charge these black orcs. Charge them. Or if you zoom out and then do that, it's a little bit more of a cooler angle. These guys will be harder to kill than the goblins that we were trying to just slaughter before. Actually, sending these guys... we'll never come back to them, but we might as well.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Yep, well, that's what I'm planning on doing. And get these guys to form a line up here. I'm not very proud of what the AI has been doing this battle, but it has helped us to win it, so I don't really mind. Let's just take down all these. Hopefully I can charge over this.
Come on!
Well, one's going over, one's going on, but that's fine. It's actually making the black orcs run away, and the black orcs are the only thing that can really hurt my cavalry.
The battle is very much in our favour.
The little archers won't do anything. They're just routed and broken, and you can see the number just going down from like 40 to 10. I would really, really like to see if I can find the Ents and hire some Ents. Because I know if you give them enough gold, they will actually fight for you. You can persuade like an army of theirs to join you, and you get a couple of Ents, and that's really good fun. Charge them. Cavalry. And charge. Jeez, he went flying. I'm sorry if the game sound is too loud for you guys. I'll check it after this episode and I'll turn it down. So yeah, it's the same as like everything really. Cavalry, you can just run away, and we'll just have to lock these black orcs into battle. Any possible way we can. Just attack them from all sides with all of our infantry. And hope that that kills them. Let's charge back in to finish these off. Because they might heal up a little bit if they actually get to run home. And we don't want them healing up. Go on, get in there. They're actually managing to escape. Now I will actually command my archers to run up on these guys because they will eventually come back and block them off. Or I can just run them down with my cavalry. It's probably the smart thing to do. We've basically just slaughtered them. This group's still at full health and got 3 bars of experience out of it. The archers have got a bar of experience each. I'm slowly leveling up my army. And just charge these guys, just charge them. Heavy cavalry, just get in there. Just charge them. Charge down the hill and just pummel all of these guys. Activate your ability. That was really loud. Activate your ability and just charge them. Charge them down. Slaughtered. The character models are so awesome. Like, you can see the elves actually look like elves. And you saw that orcs all had armor on and all looked awesome. Proper puts you well into the world of Middle Earth. And it seems that that group is left, and then there is another group that is... Where are you? There. That are running away anyway. And that'll be a victory for us. A quite outstanding victory. We lost no archers. We lost a couple of our general units. We lost 20, 50 odd units? Probably. Between 40 and 50, I think. Which is not bad at all. Come on, just charge them down. Everyone, just follow them. Follow this one dude. Oh, there's 2 dudes. Oh my god, you can hear their armor like chuntering. That is awesome. Attention to detail. But he's going to get slaughtered. Boom. The cavalry are upon him. I hope he's still running away and all my cavalry is just, you know, prancing about. Come on, cavalry. Come on, don't let him get away. He's probably like the general of this unit. Like each one of these units, they have like, you saw earlier, there was like one of the archers were wearing gold armor. He might have been one of those. They take a little while to make him. They take a little longer to kill, but There we go. We lost 54 men, killed 1,284 of them, and we only let 9 of them escape. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I class that as a success. And I know that was due to the AI, even though I set it to hard battle difficulty. It was mostly the AI's fault that I had won that. But that's fine. We'll ransom them, but they won't give it to us. Just because orcs are normally stingy anyway. But that does mean that we only have half of their army to actually deal with once we get to the settlement. So I'm going to leave it here, guys, on turn 6. It's a little bit... I don't know how long this episode was because my iPad decided it wanted to die halfway through the video. So I'm hoping it's long enough for a video. So yeah, if not, the next one will be a bit longer. So I've been Xenex, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.